In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 tips to save money on your wedding planning. Hi, my name is Adria of Adria Celebrations. We are a floral and event design company. Our goal is to share with you wedding planning tips, floral and event design inspirations, and also DIY party decorations. My first wedding saving tip is related to your guest number. If you do the maths, the more your guests, the more your cost. The larger your guest number, the more food you have to serve, the more drinks that will have to be served, the larger your event venue, and generally cost just goes up. The solution to saving with your guest number is to try and reduce the number. If you were planning a large wedding of 200 or 300, if you can reduce the number, you get to save instantly on your wedding cost. Another way to reduce on your guest number is to do a destination wedding. If you go all to the Caribbean or the islands and only 20 people can come with you, you have drastically reduced your cost. A third way of reducing on your cost is to consider an intimate wedding. It doesn't change on your wedding decoration or your dream event, it just reduces the number so that you save and spend less. The second wedding saving tip I want to share with you is your wedding dress. We all dream of being Cinderella or a princess on that day, and we have a designer in mind whose gown we love to wear. This comes at a cost. The easiest way to save money with our wedding dress, if we have a designer in mind, is to follow the designer and watch out for periods when this designer has sales. A lot of our designers, once or twice a year, do have sales. So if you're following them on Instagram, you are easily able to know when this happens and buy your dress at that time. Also, some of our bridal shops also have sample sales for the dresses that they display on the mannequins. If they are your size, that's a good way to save on your dream dress without breaking the bank. Another way to save on your dream dress will be, some designers have their economy brand. For example, Vera Wang has her high-end brand, and she also has a brand for David's Bridal. You could check it out and see if there's anything there that you like. That way you're still maintaining the designer of your choice and getting your wedding dress on a budget. Wedding cakes, that's my third wedding saving tip. Wedding cakes are so important. They create a focal point at all weddings, and brides and couples use the wedding cake sometimes to make a statement. You can have as many tiers as you want, or you can keep it simple. It all depends on what your taste is. However, we all know that once you put wedding in front of anything, it becomes expensive. So if you put wedding and you tell a baker, I want a wedding cake, you know the price is going to go triple or double the amount you envisage. So my solution for you here is there are different ways to save on your wedding cake. If you want several layers of wedding cake, then my advice to you will be to go for a mixture of full wedding cakes and real wedding cakes. So some fake cakes and some real cakes. They look the same, nobody can tell the difference. However, it reduces on your cost but gives you the effect you want your wedding cake to provide at your wedding. Another way to save on your wedding cake is to go simple. Go for a small cake and then have behind the scenes a sheet cake where your event planner and caterer can cut up and share to your guests. That way you have the beauty of the wedding cake that you can cut with your soulmate and still save some money, since the rest of the cake given to the guests will be a sheet cake. So those are several ways to save on your wedding cake. The choice is yours. A fourth wedding saving tip I'd like to share with you is your reception. The wedding reception hall takes a huge chunk of your wedding budget. So you know that to save on that is a big saving across your whole total budget. What do I mean by that? Some of us have been to weddings or events in, for example, Ritz-Carlton or the Symphony or a historical site, and have set your mind on having your wedding there. That's all good. However, you and several other brides have the same plan. So you know that for that venue on a Saturday, it's going to be peak and on high demand. So you're going to have to pay more. The solution to saving on your dream reception venue would be: number one, try other days of the week, most likely a Friday or Sunday wedding. Another thing will be get married off wedding season. So we're looking at late fall, winter. If you have your weddings during that period, those are not considered peak wedding seasons, and then you can save on your wedding hall like that. My fifth wedding saving tip regards your food and your drinks. I've mentioned earlier on your guest number. The more your number, the more your food and drinks. Also, another thing that could affect your food cost will be also your venue. So if you're in a venue that caters like in a hotel or a restaurant, you will not be allowed sometimes to bring in your food of your choice. So that way you are tied into their menu and to their cost. It saves you money if you get a venue that doesn't have their own restaurant or kitchen attached, so that you can get in a caterer of your choice and of your budget to cater for the event. So you can consider looking at venues that allows you to bring outside caterers. Another thing for your drinks is during the cocktail hour, what you don't want will be for all customized drinks to be served during the cocktail hour, increasing your cost. A good way to do that is to reduce your cost is to have a signature cocktail already pre-mixed, easy to serve, so that saves on time and on money. My last wedding saving tip is the wedding flowers, and this is dear to me. So wedding flowers cost a lot of money, and they bring the beauty to the event. It's memorable. Everybody dreams of having the bouquet of their choice of flowers hanging everywhere, and that is all fine. However, it does cost a lot of money. In order to save money on your wedding flowers, my first tip, of course, is to get a wedding designer such as I or any other person you know, or wedding florist. The thing about using a wedding designer and a wedding florist is they help to give you options to save on your wedding flower budget, for example. So if, for example, you want white roses or whatever type of roses you want on your wedding day, they are able to tell you how to mix and match it so that you can save on your budget. So one solution, for example, will be to have one focal point. So this one focal point can be where the placement cards are kept. So when people come in, they're like wowed by what they see, the arrangement, and then in the hall, subsequently, you have smaller floral arrangements. Another option with saving on your flower budget will be to mix and match. So you have, for example, 10 wedding tables. 5 of them will be huge, large, elaborate centerpieces, while the other 5 will have small floral centerpieces. That way, you're paying for 5, and then the others are smaller, and you can save that way. A third way to save on your wedding flowers definitely is to use a lot of greenery in addition to your flowers. So like I said, there's so many options to save on your wedding flowers. It helps if you bring in a florist or a floral event designer to work with you to see how we can reduce that cost. I've just shared with you 6 wedding planning tips that can help you save money on your dream event. Please let me know in the comment below which one you think you can adapt, which one you can immediately use, one or all of them. I'd love to know. Please share with your friends who are also planning weddings. If you like this video, please subscribe and click the notification button. Thank you so much.